The transformation of the economy into a new electric era that is predominantly driven by renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power is the target of significant investments made by both public and private corporations and governments. Taking into consideration the environment is something which needs to be taken care of at the moment, don't you agree? Well, let's find out. Hey intellectuals, welcome back to Tech Addicts. We are back with another interesting video. Today we will tell you everything you need to know about the Toyota's hydrogen fuel technology. But before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell symbol so that you don't miss out on any of our wonderful videos in the future. And let's get started. To begin with, what is the difference between an electric car and a hydrogen car? In an electric vehicle, the engine does not get its energy from the combustion of gasoline. Rather, a lithium-ion battery is utilized to deliver electricity to a motor, which then rotates the wheels and provides power to other components of the vehicle. When the battery in an electric car is low, rather than heading to a petrol station, the vehicle is simply refueled by being plugged into the electrical grid, much like a traditional phone or computer. Despite the presence of an electric motor, the hydrogen automobile operates in a fundamentally different manner. Within a vehicle that runs on hydrogen, there is a fuel cell that is loaded with hydrogen and also contains oxygen. This reaction causes the chemical creation of electricity, as well as water vapor. After that, the electricity is put to use as the vehicle's fuel. To refill a hydrogen automobile, its hydrogen fuel cell has to have its supply topped up using pressurized tanks, which are only available at certain gas stations. The introduction of the Toyota Prius in 1997 was a watershed moment for the automobile industry, as it marked the beginning of the hybrid electric car era. Since that time, they have persisted in being a supporter of alternative fuels and a more environmentally friendly future for the transportation industry. However, Toyota has recently stated that it is prepared to transition from hydrogen electric vehicles to fuel cell technology. More crucially, it believes that its findings show that battery electric automobiles might not be as environmentally friendly as we believe they are. In addition, it is stated that electric automobiles do not reduce carbon emissions by a sufficient amount to make a difference, which is particularly relevant considering the growth of energy-intensive businesses such as Bitcoin. Others believe that this action is nothing more than Toyota's attempt to keep ahead of the competition, while also muddying the waters, and as a result, slowing down the development of electric vehicles and sustainable transportation. Toyota's proven track record in environmentally responsible transportation. Consumers and the automotive industry have, for the most part, come to see Toyota as the company that personifies the green car movement. Toyota has been actively researching battery electric vehicle technology for decades, as seen by the company's accumulation of more than 1,000 patents covering solid-state batteries. In comparison, though, the business owns over 5,000 patents on hydrogen fuel technology, and it is now making these rights available to automakers without charging them any royalties to promote further research. Battery electric vehicles and hydrogen fuel cell vehicles are both free from emitting any emissions while they are in operation. This is because both types of vehicles are powered by electric batteries. This categorization is somewhat misleading, however, because both BEVs and FCVs release carbon emissions whenever their batteries are charged or replenished. This is one of the reasons why this classification is misleading. Despite this, Toyota claims that hydrogen can offer something that battery electric vehicles cannot: zero or even negative emissions. The new message is that driving may benefit the environment, not just by lowering threats to it, but also has the potential to help the environment in other ways. One way that it may help the environment is by reducing the amount of pollution that is produced. According to the manufacturer, the fact that a hydrogen-fueled car has an integrated air filtering system will result in an improvement in the overall quality of the air when the vehicle is being driven. The message is that the manufacturer doesn't want to be known as an EV maker, but rather as a corporation that is carbon neutral, according to Toyota Vice Chairman Shigeru Hayakawa. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was serving as governor of California at the time, made a lot of noise in 2004 about his plans to construct a hydrogen highway, which would include stations where hydrogen-powered vehicles could get their tanks refilled. After the plan was made public for the first time in 2004 and then again in 2014, it was received with overwhelming criticism. As a result, many individuals think that it is now time to move on to something else. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, has made it obvious that he has a personal investment in the idea that BEVs would become the new standard in the transportation industry. Despite this, Musk has been dismissive of fuel cell vehicles. Elon Musk has referred to FCVs throughout his professional life as fool cells, and he has described the physics that underpins them as a pile of crap and mind-bogglingly dumb. Toyota thinks that fuel cell vehicles must not just be regarded as a doable option, but also as an important factor in the maintenance of a market that is diverse. It also draws attention to the possibility that a significant proportion of the vehicles that are already on the market may be converted to FCVs. This would allow the owners to keep their vehicles. Toyota has already started testing its FCV technology on the racetrack using modified versions of the Yaris and the Corolla. The phrase "go green," which was all the rage in the 1970s, might not be the answer to our environmental problems in the future. This is a possibility. Because science is an ever-changing field, a solution that appears to be a good idea at one point in time may not end up being the best alternative once we begin putting it into action. This is because science is a subject that is always growing. Even while BEVs themselves don't emit any emissions, the act of charging them does result in a significant quantity of carbon emissions. The FCV community faces the same challenges. However, the rush toward BEVs just narrows our range of alternatives to a very limited extent. The fact of the matter is that we are now working in new territory, and there is no way for us to speculate on how the future of environmentally friendly transportation will play out. However, it is abundantly clear that the company does not support the movement to adopt BEVs as the ideal, all-encompassing answer that is now being promoted. Toyota is widely regarded as a leader in environmentally responsible transportation, but it is also abundantly clear that the company does not support the movement. Instead, Toyota just wants to study a wide variety of alternative available choices. Akio Toyoda, the chief executive officer of Toyota, was asked about the company's environmental policies in a recent interview, and he responded that internal combustion engines are not the enemy but rather carbon. One advocate of the notion of carbon neutrality has been quoted as saying, "Carbon neutrality is not about having a single decision, but rather about leaving choices open." If you are someone who enjoys learning about new technologies, the future of electric vehicles likely seems very intriguing to you. In the end, is there anything about it that is not enjoyable? We can conceive of a civilization in which autos and buildings are powered by renewable energy sources that are both economical and beneficial to the environment, such as solar and wind power. This would be a society that would be more ecologically conscious. And that's it for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please click on the like button and share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions or comments, please share them with us in the comments space below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more of our incredible videos. You can also check out our other videos that have been specially selected for you. We'll catch up in the next video.